I should just have the mindset that I have no money. Almost a half of the way in with this book. It's cozy season, and I think it would be really good to read a fun book before I go to bed, instead of, you know, staying on my phone. So this is kind of a really thick book, and I know it's not on the list of books I said I would read this year, and I'm kind of lengthening my book list. I really like the cover art for this, and I think it really gives me that dark academia, late fall sort of vibe for reading. So I'll give this a shot, and hopefully I don't hate it. I've seen very split reviews for this, and I would rather like it and be blind to all of the good points people have made when they critique this. I was having lattes all last week because I had the pumpkin spice, or just like the pumpkin butter to make my lattes with, and it was really good. But I also really missed having just black coffee, so
Why you never done this?
no, I have. Why are you burying yourself? I think I've gotten better at texturing milk, but I'm not quite there yet for latte art. But I've been practicing, and I want to say I feel like I'm getting better, but I'm not sure. I have a couple of new pickups that I want to go over really quick before I head out. As always, I'm in a rush and I always wake up so late. I'm waiting for my toast right now, which I think just finished, but let me go through this really quick. Hopefully it's quick. It might not be. So I got my hands on the Nana Vivienne Westwood collab, which is super cool. I think Nana fans are so starved. We have been waiting for a new chapter to release for years, and I think it's never gonna happen, but this is really huge because this is like the only thing that's come out in regards to Nana for the last couple of decades. I don't know how long it's been, but this is really huge. I am a big fan. I didn't read this until way later in life. This series in particular has always been around me since I was in middle school, and it's really obvious that the author Ayazawa has taken a lot of inspo from Vivienne Westwood. I think she used to be like a fashion design major or something. But another series that doesn't really get brought up when Ayazawa comes up is Princess Ai, and that was a really big series for me. And oh my god, did I have that when I was also like in 5th, 6th grade, middle school? It was a long time ago, but it was like when it first came out. And the fashion in that one goes crazy hard too. I'm really glad that I got this because the day that it was announced and the day it came out, I was like, oh, maybe I'll think about it. But the next thought that popped up in my head was it's gonna be sold out, isn't it? So I got it, and the very next day it was sold out. So yeah, 25 bucks plus a little bit of shipping, which probably rounds up to about 30 for a really great series. I used to have a lot of manga actually. I had so many volumes of Fruits Basket. I had all of the volumes and so many other series, but I just didn't have space for all of the manga, and I kind of miss it because every summer I would feel some sort of way and I would reread the entire series of Fruits Basket. And now I can't just do that. Like, I have to open my laptop. I can't just flip through pages anymore, and I kind of miss that. I'm a really big fan of Yarin. I'm totally not good at speaking Korean. She's been such an influence on me. There are like 15 posters in here, which is crazy. It's a cute little CD, and I hope she goes on tour in the US because I would definitely want to go. There are probably merch items that I really can't get in the US that I really want to be able to get my hands on because I think her merch is just so unique and well thought out. I've got some things, these photo cards. I think I get all of the members basically, but I got these like little freebies based lineup right here. I love. Other than this lemonade vinyl that I got for this new release, which is super cool, I get a little card with all the members. I'm so excited. I say with no emotion. I got the Sauna member version. My girl is sipping coffee. We could be friends in another life. This is a little Chaeyoung sticker. And I get a whole little booklet of Sauna looking really cute. I have no vocab. I wish I could have a calendar full of her. I like this page. Should she go my wallet? This is a pretty good pull, I'm not gonna lie. So I got Dahyun, Taeyong, and I got Mother and Nayeon. Chiho's so cute. That's it. I think my toast is ready for me to devour. Great pickups. I love my physical media. We're gonna go to a bookstore. Lately, I've just been thinking about my cortisol levels, and to be honest, they're actually probably kind of high. I don't get great quality sleep, and I think despite working out and trying to keep a good diet for so long, I just still haven't really seen the progress that I was hoping to make. And thinking about it further, there's probably just some underlying health issues I need to address. It's gonna be really hard for me to fix my sleep schedule. I've never been really good at that. And I have talked about that so many times already, but I think I'll check whether or not I have hypothyroidism, because if that is the case, then that would explain a lot. And not that I really want to have it, but I just want something that makes sense and to understand why my body is the way it is. Other things I've been thinking about is like, I have an Altoids Tin Mint. Actually, I also have a Barclays one. I only got the Barclays one because it was a very satisfying design and it was black. But I hate licorice, so not ashamed to say that I did not finish all of it, but I did finish the wintergreen. I think that and spearmint are like the best minty flavors. Anyway, I brought that up because I actually want to make a little tin wallet out of it, which I've seen on Pinterest, and it looks really cute and therapeutic to make, and it's just like a nice free container for little things that you don't really put into your pouch, or maybe you would put into your pouch, I don't know. But I think I want to decorate that at some point. I'll probably put it off for way longer than I would like. Lately I've been designing some Nana inspired tattoo art, which I really hope to release maybe soon, hopefully this week. I don't know just yet. I think it's just such a good time to do it because Nana's birthday, I think it's in November, but the Vivienne Westwood collab is also going to be in November, which I think really works out because I had always meant for this to be like a fall release. I also got like a couple of nail press-ons. This is really disappointing to me because I've been wanting a tortoise shell press-on set for the longest time, but it's just never like the length or the shape that I want it to be, and I actually had to get it remade and I still had to file it down. I thought I would do a little like space, like a room space tour. I'm trying to figure out how to make my dog's crate a little bit, I don't know, neater, but I have no idea where I should put the remote. I think a big update was probably this space. It used to be really crowded, and now I've put like this little matcha tea stand, and instead of matcha, well, that's what it originally was for, but I've just kind of put my jewelry. Here we have some books and this little Smisky hanging out. I actually got a dupe of that I was supposed to give to my friend, and I totally forgot. I don't want to show you guys what's below because it's not cute. I think I put this floating shelf a bit higher than I would have liked actually, but here are all like my little tiny stuffed animals. I'm not a stuffed animal fan, but I ended up having just a couple. I really don't want any more. I've got a little Snoopy coffee mug and like a camping mug here. My friend got this for me from Korea. I think it's a block of butter. It's so cute. And it's perfect for Halloween. I don't have many little Halloween decorations, but that's basically it. I won't show you guys my desk because it's basically disgusting. Well, it's not that bad, okay, but I mean, I'm a messy person. I will be real. I think I'll organize and then it gets chaotic later, but I'll tidy up once in a while. I guess I could talk about my milk steamer pitcher. I had to get a really small one. I got like a little mini size because the normal size is just not very great. It's like not the best choice if you want something like smaller, like a flat white or a cortado, which is basically what I drink now. I'd like to show you guys a birthday present my friend gave me. So actually my friend Kim made these 2 coasters and they are so cute. I really love these. I think it's so precious to have a handmade gift, especially something that I will constantly be using. And these are also really great for holding like a ceramic bowl or hot glass Tupperware that I just microwaved. I did that the other day and it saved my hands from burning, so shout out to my friend Kim. Another really great purchase I've made lately is, I'm gonna show you guys the pens I got. I've been really into like a dark red ink sort of mood, so I specifically looked for gel pens that write with dark red ink. So this pen I've actually had for a while, but I didn't see any reason why I should get a completely new pen when I could choose to get a refill to test the ink. It's really heavy, it's made out of good material. The only issue I have with this pen is that the grip, it's not gripping. Like, it's so small. I prefer a bigger grip, but it does the job and it's really pretty. I think it's a 0.3, which is pretty thin, but I like it. I kind of ran into like this issue where, you know, some reds were more purpley or ran more burgundy than others. And these 2 are in 0.5, but this is supposed to be like a dark red. It's a bit purple. It runs a bit berry. I like that it's dark, but it's not exactly what I was looking for. And I got this just in case, and I had a feeling this was it, but it is like a truer dark red, and it writes very smoothly. It's also from Zebra. I think for me, to be honest, the perfect writing point is 0.4. I think that's kind of specific, but we're all kind of specific when you like stationery. I really like writing with fountain pens, except the issue is that a lot of them write really thick. I don't like thicker points, so I got this and I'm hoping it doesn't dry out very much. Made in Japan. I actually already have one from this brand. I specifically got this because the stationery store owner, a worker employee there, told me that this will basically never dry out. I have that issue with other fountain pens because I don't use them all that often. I really probably shouldn't chalk it up to like special occasions, but I mean, I made the mistake of getting ones that are like too thick. They're pretty nice fountain pens. I've already tested it and it is so smooth. I like this a lot and it's not gonna break the bank either. I got like a refill already. Very excited to use this. One other thing I got is this little ruler. I have a little tiny ruler already, but it's not quite long enough to draw lines in my journal the long way. The special thing about this is that it opens up like this. This is really hard to do with one hand, so yeah, and it's because there's like a little wheel and it can spin all the way like that. And this is very, very travel friendly. You can see that in my room, there's like a huge empty space here on the wall. I already have a poster here. I thought about putting another poster here, but it doesn't feel quite right because I already have like this little wall art on that side of the wall and I really like it there. I don't want it like on top of my bed. So I thought about getting like a really huge fan for decor. I really like that kind of balance between Western and Eastern interior design that is already kind of in my room, like the paper lantern right there. And I don't know, I feel like a fern really does something to the space, even though it's tiny. And like the little ceramics that I have in my room, I think it's just like a really nice balance of Western and Eastern interior influences. A fan here would be really nice. I've also been into like old traditional chinoiserie. I can't talk. These like wooden pearl inlay cabinets or shelves, drawers, armoires, whatever these are. I think they look really, really pretty. It elevates the elegance in a space, and I think used correctly, it would pop off so hard. I should just have the mindset that I have no money, which is not far off from the truth. We're extra struggling out here. I don't really know how else I should end my vlog.
I'm sure I won't finish editing tonight because I'm so lazy. I know I've said I'm lazy for the past, 5 vlogs or whatever, 5 videos. Colder seasons, do something neat. I get like an existential crisis anytime there's a possibility of having one. I'm gonna cut that out. Well, I think I'm gonna end the vlog there. I'm gonna work on dinner. I'm gonna have butternut squash risotto tonight with chicken and broccoli. I'm scheduled to go to Disneyland on Sunday with some friends, and that should be fun. I also really want to go to a pumpkin patch, even if it's just for like walking around and looking at pumpkins and taking photos. I hate the idea of like being seen as that person who inconveniences other people in public spaces. Can I just have a picture for my memories, please? Like, because I'm never gonna look this young again. Or maybe I will. Maybe I'll be older and hotter, who knows? Like, I mean, I would like to think that's the mindset I'm gonna keep. I hope you guys have a good Halloween. I'm not going out because we're poor and we're gonna stay inside.